Collins, he fumbles it, but he's found the open spaces onto the left foot. Good shepherd by Mackie, but the mark taken by Mark Johnson in between the centre and the half-back flank position. Mark Johnson now going to get on with it quickly, trying to get the ball down towards the centre of the ground. Leary is there, boots it back quickly, goes to Paul Hines. He marks and steadies things down as Mark Johnson is telling the players to get back, or telling Hudson to get back so there's somewhere to kick.
There's Hines' kick. It's a beauty. It's a left-foot torpedo punt deep towards the half-forward line. They fly high off hands. Greg Thurgood's got it, goes for a run, boots it in towards goal.
Leary just caught him on the right leg, and he had enough momentum up, Leary, just to pull him offline, and Greg Thurgood all but steered through a beauty for Glenorchy.
10 points the difference, and Glenorchy have had two quick rushes forward, but they've both only brought points. Here's Desi James in two minds, now decides to kick it out long out towards the half-back line. They fly high, almost a Glenorchy mark. He'll be paid it. Looks like Barwick out there. Oof. This is Barwick, just short of the centre half forward line. Here's his kick. It's a left footer deeper towards attack. It'll almost make the goal square. A pack of players. They fly up. Goes Thurgood from behind. A loose ball. Here's a snap at goal by Woodham. He might have put it through. Jimmy Woodham is back on the ground and has snapped the goal for the Magpies.
One kick the difference. 4 points separating Sandy Bay and Glenorchy 5 minutes into the final term. There's the knock on by Pilkington, flip on by Dykes. Coming through is Collins. Onto the left foot goes Collins. Sitting under it, Seddon. Can't get to it the second time. Paul Hines can't get out of it. Hand passes to Pilkington. That's smothered. Hills gathers it in. Now he does. Hand passes it on to Hollis. Long hand pass finds Squires. He'll kick it on forward. He does into full forward. Smart is there. Can't handle the second grab at it. McCann playing tremendously well at full back. He gets it out into the open spaces. Coming through, Paul Hines knocks it on. Robbie Dykes in possession, kicks it up the wing. Roland Curley is there, but it won't go the right way for him. Runs out of play, a throw-in to take place on the Institute centre wing. Or thrown in, Pilkey fists it forward. Richard Squires does it again. Coming through, Mackie, dispossessed, picked up by Martin. His kick over the centre. Seddon is there, fisted away by Mickey Rodwell. Picked up by Hills. They're in to swing again, the Bay. Up the full forward it goes. Smart can't handle it. With the ball loose into open goal, Elliott. And Elliott has kicked his fourth.
It's back in the centre, still anyone's game. 10 points the difference, centre bounce. There's an infringement. The kick is going to go...
Sandy Bay's way.
Sandy Bay's way. Well, the players thought it was going Glenorchy's for a moment, but it's Big O'Dwyer with the ball in the centre, about to drive the Seagulls back into attack. There's his kick. It's high, deeper towards the half-forward line. The Pack set themselves. Loose ball. They go in for it. Here goes Marsh now. Puts it on the left foot. Kicks it back up towards the centre. Comes through strongly. Loses the ball. In goes Mackie. Can the Magpies get up and out of this now? They're 10 points down. Dragged off the ball there. It's Hollis. Dropping the ball, says the umpire. And the free kick is going to go Glenorchy's way, and it's Johnny Moles with it. Still plenty of time. Anyone's grand final as Moles boots it out of the centre, high up towards the half-forward line. Hudson went out from goal. Up and over the back is Thurgood. Woodham's got the ball. Goes for a hand pass. This will relieve the pressure for the Bay as Desi James gets the ball. Kicks it high back towards the centre of the ground. And up goes Moles. And has taken a mark. Plays on quick as a flash. Gives it to Nigel Mayles. Mayles steadies and boots the ball deep into attack in the Hudson direction. He's got the drop. He's taken the mark. Hudson has taken the mark. Plays a short one, cross goal, and Marsh has taken it. Well, quick thinking by the Glenorchy full forward, realised that he was on a very acute angle and has popped the ball across the face of goal to Marsh, and Marsh now would only be about 15 metres out on a slight angle with a chance to make the difference. Once again, only 4 points. Here's Marsh coming in to take the kick. Hit the post. Hit the post, and that's the second time I think that the Glenorchy side have hit the post today.
Hudson kicked it once.
Yes, Hudson hit the post once, and that's Marsh doing it for a second time. So we're 9 points the difference. Sandy Bay 10-10-70, Glenorchy 8-13-61, almost 9 minutes play.
A short pass onto Desi James. Now Desi James from the back pocket gets Sandy Bay well out on the half-back line. The big flyers are up, picked up by Marsh. Hurries his kick, and he's hit Timmy Woodham on the chest. Timmy Woodham back on the ground in this final term. A volatile player, plenty of ability, and he likes the tough stuff. And he's back on the ground after copping a nice one early. He's kicked 1 goal in this final quarter. Opportunity to convert from about 30 metres out. There's his kick at goal. It's drifting right across goal, flying for it. Fisted out by the defenders for Sandy Bay. Getting to his feet, Hudson. He tried to scoop it around, but it's kicked out on the full, and it'll be a kick in defence to be taken by Sandy Bay's Desi James.
Here's James with the ball, last line of defence. What a great grand final we've got. 9 points the difference. Capacity crowd here at North Hobart as James takes the kick. A well-directed one out towards their half-back flank. Up go the Flyers. Tony Martin, he's been a winner all day. Front position, takes the mark. Here's his kick out of the half-back line now, dropping short. They're getting tired, and no wonder. It's in towards the centre of the ground. Squires has got it, takes it off the pack, boots it in towards the half-forward line. A punch from behind there. The ball comes out to Sanson. Sanson will go for a run, boots it out wide in the Barwick direction. Marsh has got it, taps it on cleverly. Good play, a hand pass. No, the kick will come out of the centre of the ground, and it drives the Magpies deep into attack up towards the full forward position. Up went Thurgood and Hudson. Hudson's got it, goes for a run, throws the ball out in front of him. He's still got it. Desi James going in, and so too Greenhill. Good defence by the Sandy Bay side, and the ball is forced over the line and out of bounds right in front of the main grandstand.
Glenorchy's defence of pegging the Bay down at the moment when the ball's rushed up there. Glenorchy really standing the test in defence. There's the flick over by Pat O'Dwyer. Another heavy punch out by O'Dwyer, goes loosely to the half-back line, picked up by Donald Dykes. His kick scrambling forward. Coming through is Graham Mackey. He scrambles a little one, but it goes back to his counterpart, Johnny Moles. They can't stop him. He has been retarded now. Play on calls the umpire. His Dermody strongly coming out of it. There's a little bit of a go on behind play two. Play on calls the umpire as the ball comes back towards the centre. Bounces awkwardly. Through comes Martin. Oh, he's killed 4 of them. Hand pass on to John Hollis. Hollis looking for Smart at full forward. The big fella can't handle it. Knocked on by Mick Seddon into an open goal. If he can swing it around, he does. And it's bounced through for a goal.
Magnificent goal.
Well, either Seddon kicked that one or it was drop kicked off the ground by Johnny Kuipers, but it's a goal to Sandy Bay. Could have been Kuipers, actually.
Here's the centre bounce. It's 15 points the difference, 11 minutes played. Up they go. O'Dwyer gets the better of the centre bounce. In goes Marsh. He's got the run of it. Could get the free kick. He will. Little Marsh. The Glenorchy rover swings around now, puts it onto the right boot, kicks it out wide out towards the flank. A little bit of interference there. Dermody had the front position, backs his judgment. His kick is a scrambly old one. Kuipers fails to trap it. Graham Mackey's got it. Hunts the ball out of the centre of the ground now, high towards the half-forward position. Up went Hayden Smart, couldn't bring it down. Seddon's got it, snaps it towards goal again. There's no one at home. Which way will it bounce? It won't even score, and it's out of bounds right alongside the point post to main end of the ground with the Sandy Bay side in attack. Sandy Bay 11-10, 76. Glenorchy 8-13, 61.
Throwing it in, Richard Squires will do battle. Mark Johnson gets the front posse, and he fists that one out strongly too. It heads towards the boundary. It's still in play. Coming through, there are 4 Glenorchy players. Marsh with it, spins out of trouble. Still in possession. Hand passes to Robbie Dykes. Dykes with a big kick up on the centre wing. From behind, Dermody in front. Sandy Bay's Desi James leading in the race to the ball. Oh, gee, smothered up then. Heads to the boundary. There's a little bit of a box on too, but Leary with it now. Brings it back into play. There's still a little bit of a box on going on between Desi James and Timmy Woodham. There you see it being all sorted out. Timmy Woodham on your screen now, and the free kick is going to go to Desi James. Almost down in front of us, but in between half-back and centre wing with Desi James to get Sandy Bay probably into attack, just wiping something off his brow as he's about to kick it. From the side, Thurgood came in, but the kick is up. Pilkington can't quite, yes he does. Gee, he's grabbed it 3 times. It's got to nearly be a mark. But the ball loose in the centre. Coming through strongly, John Hollis loses it. Coming through Seddon. Oh, he slipped through about 4 of them. Kicks it high. Smart and McCann having a one-man out. It bounces over those 2 players' head. Heads up in towards goal. Picking it up will be Sansom. Hand passes it out in front of himself. Recovers it nicely too. Onto the boot. Brings it back towards Rodwell. Thumped away from that player. Divinuto coming through. Graham Mackey probably tripped. Play on calls the umpire. Martin coming through, handling it. Off the ground goes Robbie Dykes underneath the legs and smothered again up after Martin tries to kick it. Pin to the player. Play on calls the umpire. It's Alcatraz at the moment. You could get out of jail, but it's still a scramble. Diving on it at Pat O'Dwyer. Tries to hand pass it out. Stringer loses it. Oh, the golden whistle. I think he's lost it. And the umpire now calls it up for in the back.
Well, there's the free kick, and it's Donald Dykes who's got the ball, is it? No, it's not Stringer. Donald Dykes. It's Stringer with the ball. Here's his right footer out wide in the Hudson direction on the half-forward flank, and it hits him right on the chest. Sandy Bay 11-10-76, Glenorchy 8-13-61. It's 15 points the difference, 14 and a half minutes played. Still anyone's game really, but I suppose the advantage would have to be with Sandy Bay. Anyone in front halfway through the final term in a grand final would have to be favourites. Here's Hudson's kick off the side of the boot, and he's put it over the line and out of bounds on the full. He's a strong, tenacious player, this fellow. Left foots it high down towards the wing on the Institute side of the ground. Up goes Mail, so too did Pilkington off hands. Hills has got the run of the ball. In goes Robbie Dykes, ducks the head. Holding the ball, says the umpire. The free kick is going to go Sandy Bay's way. And the kick will go to Hills. Here's Hills almost on the centre wing. Institute side of the ground, right foots it over the wing now. It'll hit the edge of the square. Up from behind goes Rodwell and brings down a good mark.
Well judged.
Here's Mickey Rodwell. Almost 15 minutes played, final term. Here's his kick. A tired kick too. It's going to fall short. Up goes Martin. Oh, he drops what he should have taken. He's getting tired too, and no wonder. In goes Robbie Dykes, dragged off the ball, didn't have it. Martin goes back and after it, kicks it down towards their half-forward line. Mark Johnson, the tackle too high, will get the free kick. No worries about that one. Camera's caught it perfectly. The tackle far too high, and the free kick is with Mark Johnson. Here's his kick. It's a high one, not covering a lot of distance. Crowded play. Up they go. A big punch down there by O'Dwyer. Comes out to Martin. He gets yet another kick. Slightly off the side of the boot. More so back towards the centre of the ground. Punched on cleverly there by Hollis. But Hines leads in the race of the ball for the Magpies. Hurries the ball out towards the wing on the right street side of the ground, giving Barwick the run of the ball. Hot on his hammer there as Grant Jackson goes in strongly. The ball is forced over the line and out of bounds right in front of the right street stand.
Grant Jackson read that beautifully, covered an awful lot of ground and covered up Barwick. As the throw-in takes place in front of the right street grandstand, Richard Squires thumps one heavily towards Seddon. Seddon has the ball knocked away from him, kicked forward. In front, Mickey Elliott, and he gets paid the mark. Gee, Sansom's done a good job on Mickey Elliott today too, although Elliott, with 4 goals won, has still been a very dangerous player. Been out of the play a little bit, but you just can't keep him out all day. There's his kick in towards goal. Drops short, drifting back to it. Smart can't handle it. Rodwell in possession, has a left foot kick. Getting to it, Barwick has a one-handed grab at it and a second grab, and I think the mark's been paid. Good mark to Barwick. Onto the left foot he goes. He's trying to bring it back towards the centre. Thurgood setting himself. Graham Mackey is there, fisted on. Coming through strongly, Collins. Knocked off by Ling. Picked up now by Jackson. Play on, calls the umpire. Collins has got clear. Hand pass is a pretty lazy one out towards Squires. Squires will have to keep it in play with a hand pass. He does. Glenorchy in possession almost. It drifts out of play. Throw in. Very deep on Sandy Bay's right half-forward flank position. 16 and a half minutes of play in this final term. 1978 grand final. It's been tremendous football. Graham Mackey tries to burrow his way through. Umpire calls it up. Umpire Les Manson blows it, signifying he's going to bounce it. Gee, there's some tired fellas out there. Those legs are getting heavier, and it's going to be just the survival of the fittest, Mal, as we said in the beginning.
Up goes Thurgood, but it's punched down by Squires. DiVenuto's got it. His kick is scrambled. Johnson had it for a moment. The umpire in the road again, and Hines threw the umpire out of the way there, as Hines now takes a left footer, kicks it long over the wing on the right street side of the ground, and there's a clever mark taken by Roland Curley. Takes advantage of the bump too, as he kicks the ball slightly towards their forward line. But here's Noel Leary, been a strong player all day. Hand passes out to Brian Orr. He won't take his eyes off it, can't pick the ball up. Dragged off it, dropping the ball, and the free kick will go Glenorchy's way. Here's the kick now. There's the ball being booted deeper towards the forward line. Hudson is there. Up they go. Can't bring it down. A punch from behind there by Kuipers. The ball is getting close to the boundary line. Woodham tries to trap it over the line and out of bounds. Sandy Bay 11-10-76. It's 15 points the difference. 17 minutes played. Glenorchy 8-13-61. There's the ruck encounter there. A loose ball. Leary using his strength forces it out to Mackey. Mackey with a right footer over the wing on the right street side of the ground has found Squires taking a clever mark on his chest. Plays on quickly. Pushed as he takes the kick. Up goes Thurgood. Can't bring the ball down. In goes Sanson. A pack developing. Here's Hollis coming away the ball now. He's tackled. Dropping the ball, says the umpire, and the free kick is going to go Glenorchy's way, and it looks like Mark Johnson it is to take the kick.
Mark Johnson at centre half back to take the kick for Glenorchy. He puts it up over the centre. Pat O'Dwyer will be up over the top to fist it away. He does. Knocked on now by Martin. Bounces the ball, runs through the centre. He's got a mile of territory, puts it to boot. It's a wide kick, smothered up by Sansom. He recovers it, then loses it. Slipping through is Mickey Seddon. Onto the right foot, he's popped it out in front of goal. Bouncing loose towards goal, but Graham Hills just can't get to it. A point resulting. Sandy Bay moving on to 11-11-77. They're leading Glenorchy 8-13-61. The ball to be kicked back into play by Greg Thurgood. There's Thurgood's kick deep too. It's a lovely torpedo punt kick. Mackie in front, knocked away, picked up by Moles. His hand pass on is smothered up, but he's recovered it. Oh, gee, that was a bit of magic play. Gathered up now by Hollis. Scramble back in the centre. Smart's marked it. A little bit of a scramble in the centre. No, it's being paid the other way.
Man in front.
And the mark is being paid to Murray Studley, the man in front. And Murray Studley played a good game too in defence today for the Magpies. Off the side of the boot a little. From behind, Martin. Oh, lovely mark by Martin. Great pressure player. Pops a short one over to Graham Mackie. He'll endeavour to kick this one out of sight if he can. His kick setting for the big ones. Leary up, can't handle it. Seddon gains possession, kicks it down onto the wing. Elliott out to take the mark on the Ryde Street centre wing. He's come a long way out for the kick, but he's come out to settle things down a little bit. And there he is, ton of experience. Michael Elliott, century goal kicker this year. He goes on with a little short one, and that's marked by John Hollis. John Hollis won't play on either. 26 minutes into the final quarter of this 1978 grand final. Now Hollis will kick big. He does, giving Smart the chance to jump for it. Smart's marked it too. Oh, he's called play on. Coming through was Martin. Now it's gathered in again by Smart. Taps it out. A tired Graham Mackie hand passes it to a Mickey Elliott. Onto the left foot goes Elliott. It's bounced. Smothered up by McCann, nearly lost his footing, but he's played on, bounced it twice, streaming out of defence, going straight up the middle. That's a big kick too. It's Sandy Bay trying to pluck it down, they can't. Knocked off by Leary, it's a smother-up ball. Pat O'Dwyer in possession. Sandy Bay trying to get out of trouble. Glenorchy just as desperate to cover it up. And right on the centre wing, there's Robbie Stringer picking himself up, Robbie Dykes. And underneath all of that, Johnny Kuipers, and it's going to be bounced. As Johnny Kuipers in a heap of trouble at the moment, the trainer with him, and he's heading towards the boundary line with a couple of trainers, but the umpire is Manson, about to bounce the ball once again on the Ryde Street wing. Knocked down by Pat O'Dwyer, drifting in Glenorchy, they kick it high. Desi James sitting underneath it, he'll get the free kick. Timmy Woodham just trying to obstruct Desi James as he was getting to the ball, and there's Desi James with the at centre half back to keep Sandy Bay a little bit more settled, and he's arrowing this one out towards the centre of the ground. Yes, it almost will play on, was it? No, it's a good mark if it is to Mickey Rodwell. A clean mark to Mike Rodwell, just in between centre and centre half back for the Magpies. 27.5 minutes into this final quarter, Mal, and Sandy Bay leading by 2 kicks.
Here's Rodwell's kick, a beauty right up over the centre of the ground. Up goes a pack, no one can take the mark. A pack of players on the ball. Here's a chance as Robbie Dykes gets it, boots it in towards the full forward position. Greenhill backs his judgment, had the ball, he's lost it. Play on as the call as Kuipers takes the kick out of the last line of defence, back into the centre of the ground, and there's the mark taken on the chest by John Pilkington. This fellow can kick a mile, moves out of the centre now. There's the punt kick up, beautiful kick, tremendous torpedo punt, almost making the goal square. Up went Males a mile there, couldn't bring it down. Pack of players, DiBenuto's got it, grabbed too high, but scrambles a kick out of the pack. Here's a chance for Barwick, picks it up cleverly. He'll be met strongly, plays on, left foots it in towards goal. Out of bounds on the full.
Here we see Johnny Kuipers kicking Sandy Bay out of their back pocket with a very long kick, and there's the siren. And Sandy Bay have won 3 in a row, and an exuberant Paul Sproul races out onto the ground. The final score, Sandy Bay 11-14, 80. They've defeated Glenorchy 9-15-69. There's Paul Sproul on your screen now, racing out to Graham Mackie. And a tremendous grand final here this afternoon, with Sandy Bay have been able to pull off by 11 points.
Well, there's the scene as spectators make their way onto the ground. A great performance by the Sandy Bay side. They were badly beaten here about a fortnight ago by the Magpies, but they've come up through the preliminary final with a good win last week over New Norfolk, and they've gone from strength to strength to prove without doubt that they're the top side in the competition.
Start of the last quarter with the Magpies leading by 39 points. Hay trying to get it out of the centre. Francis couldn't take it away. Francis has it now. Wrestles with Tovey and Klug, and we'll see a bounce. Well, we've seen some reports out of this match so far. Let's hope we see no more. There's the bounce. And it's Mundy trying to come out with it, backed into the pack. Tovey to kick it off the ground. Pushed out by Dunn. Keating trying to drop back on it. Keating will get to it first. Can't control it. There goes Linton in. Slips. Linton, long hand pass over. Looking for Lovell. Lovell kicks in towards goal. Leave it. Oh, it hit the post. Pearce was in his right. He was going to grab it, and I thought I could see it bouncing through. But Pearce said a lot closer than what we could. The kick out towards Mundy. And Klug. Free kick to Klug. John Klug. And a good player. Pearce leads. Out he comes. Is he marked? Yes. 3 grabs, but got it, David Pearce. So Pearce has kicked 2 goals. Lines them up from 40 metres. Kicks. It's going goalwards. Great shot from David Pearce. That's his 3rd. From the bounce, and it's Maxwell. Maxwell. Up to half forward, Dykes. Dykes coming round. Down on towards Webster. Webster got an awkward bounce. That's McDonald with it. McDonald short into centre half forward. Out they come to meet it. They all got an awkward bounce. It allows Crow in. Oh, an awkward kick from Crow. Didn't go anywhere where he wanted it to go. And McCann now, and Balcombe coming back on it. Balcombe gives it to McCann. McCann drives it down to Klug. And Klug marks. Klug gives it over to Linton. This is beautiful football from the Magpies as Linton drives it down in towards Pearce again. Hot on his tail is Scott Parsons. Out they come to meet it. Lovell. Lovell has it. Can he straighten up? He can have a look at goal. He fires away towards goal and puts it through. The whistle had gone. A free kick to the Bay. No score. And so the kick out now from Dolliver towards Nichols. Ling up. Francis is there. Francis nicely done. Gets it back up the flank now. Coming out to meet it is Grace. Traps it. Bangs it back. Looking for Lockley, but it's out over the line. No, Francis keeps it in. Francis gets it out now over to Crow. Crow looking for Nichols. Nichols paddling it on in front of him. Ling goes in to try and unbalance him. Tovey. Mundy coming in to meet it, leaves it for Pritchard. Darren Pritchard is through. Pritchard lines them up, fires away towards goal and hits the post. Bad luck for the Bay. They badly need goals. The kick out from McCann. Webster and McDonald. No mark. Mundy picks up the crumbs, gives it back over here to Fagan. Fagan running in from 40 metres out, fires away, and he brings up a goal. Chris Fagan brings up his 1st and Sandy Bay's 6th. From the bounce, Hay, Maxwell, Lockley ran into Seddon. Johnston, Klug. Klug has it. There's the hand pass out. Finds Webster. Webster gives it over to Dykes running through. Dykes puts it down to half forward and Dunn marks. Bill Dunn, 50 metres out, goes short. Linton marks. Linton and Pritchard just having a few words. So Linton's going to fire from 35 metres out. As Linton moves in. Kicks long and high. And he's kicked a point. Crowd were hoping that Gary Linton might have kicked a goal, but it's not to be. He's played a great game, though. Put out by Parsons to Nichols, marks. Nichols straight on with play, gives it over towards Francis. Francis up the wing, outer side. Francis drives it up to centre half forward, and the mark taken by Crow. He's off and caught and nabbed and holding the ball. Now Grace is off. Seddon gives chase. Klug takes it. John Klug, long hand pass back to Curley. They can afford to do anything at the moment, the Magpies. Down towards Bowden. Dolliver coming out with it, trying to get it back towards Johnston. Klug. They're in on top of Klug, and we'll see a bounce. From the bounce, Bennett hooking it back over towards Nichols. His kick to Maxwell, and Maxwell got a hand of the ball, but it's again out over the boundary line in front of Ryde Street. From the throw in, Bennett getting it down, looking for Francis. Here comes Francis. He couldn't do anything with it. Tovey. Pritchard takes it away from him. He's well tackled by Webster, as Nichols will kick it off the ground. Curley getting it back over now, and it's Glenorchy through Gillam, getting it down on towards half forward. Dropping back on it and taking it away is Parsons. Oh, ball, yell the crowd. And in front of the scoreboard, we're going to see a ball up. There's the bounce, and it's done, pushing it down. Who can get to it? Lovell. Out after him is Spalding. Coming out with it is Webster, but the whistle had gone. And the free kick going Sandy Bay's way. It'll go to Spalding. Lance Spalding. Dermody has it, gives it back to Spalding. Now Spalding going out the flank. In comes Maxwell and marks. Well done, Tim Maxwell. Maxwell bangs it up onto the wing to Gillam. Got a hand of the ball. Hay. Hay gets it back. Can Pritchard drop back on it? In comes Ling, or the coat hanger. He got out of the wardrobe as Ling drives it down towards Lovell, and also Klug, and Klug in front of the pack marks. John Klug. And it's on in the centre. Fight in the centre. Quite a few players there involved in it. We'll go back to John Klug now. Klug lining them up now for his 4th goal. Klug moves in, kicks, down in towards full forward and through for a behind. Tempers flaring again in this last quarter. Plenty of reports already, as Parsons will kick out. Oh, bit of interference there, but play on the call as Maxwell leads in the race for it and has it. Maxwell will have a look upfield. The kick was smothered off the boot. Going through is Crow. Well done, Crow. Crow from 40 metres up into an open goal. Fires away, and Crow brings up a behind. The Sandy Bay supporters cheer. They're cheering any sort of a score at the moment. Out it comes to Dunn. Missed it. Johnston scoops it out, tried to keep it in, but put it out. From the throw-in, push down to Johnston. He hooks it over his head, up towards Smythe. Coleman punches it away. Straight to Seddon. Seddon sidesteps, kicks, up in towards goal, and Seddon is offline for a behind. McCann goes out towards Curley. He's got to get to it. Pritchard in. Pritchard with help from Francis. Tovey in too. Coming out with it is Maxwell again. Over to Francis. Francis from 40 metres out. Snaps it up in towards goal. Dykes was the high flyer behind Martin and Linton. And it's through for a behind. Curley goes the outer side. They set themselves. Down it comes towards Coleman. Coleman all the time you like. Over to Grace. Back towards Bowden. Bowden's kick down, rolling towards half forward, where Burns will turn it back. Ross Burns now puts it up in towards the centre of the ground. Bennett is there and marks. Bennett, not sure what to do. Now wants to kick fairly long. Up to Francis. Pushed away by Linton. Linton dives on it. Gets it out now, looking for Tovey. Francis won't let it out. And we're going to see another ball up. In front of the Casale stand. From the bounce, Curly up, Seddon, pushed down to Mundy. Mundy getting it out now over towards Johnston. Johnston fires away towards, and he's put it out on the full. Curly kicks down looking for Webster. McDonald there to spoil. Coming out with it is Grace. Grace is through, kicks. Down there is Burns. He is front and takes the mark. Ross Burns. You can see Nichols on his own. Nichols has to run to it now. Webster in. Webster has it. Gives it back over to Ling. Ling down towards Klug all on his own. Klug out on the flank there. Klug short in towards Lovell. Marks. Play on the half volley, said the umpire. And that would have been the right decision because umpire Dawson right on the spot there. From the bounce, Dermody tried to dive in on it. Coming out with it is Pearce. Pearce trying to hook it over the shoulder, but hooks it out of bounds. That's Bennett putting it over the ground towards Pritchard. Darren Pritchard goes short, but chipping in his hay, got a hand of the ball. Spalding out with it. Spalding tried to get it over towards Burns. Spalding had to go in after it again, now out towards Keating. Keating has a look from half back, up towards half forward. Margotts, who's just come on the ground, has taken the mark. Margotts replacing Johnston. Margotts comes in towards Martin. Linton. Martin up behind, recovers the quickest. Round Lockley he goes. Tony Martin now puts it up on towards the flank, and the mark taken up there by Francis. Francis straight on with play, kicks it in towards goal, and he's offline and puts it out of bounds. So the Bay are fighting it right out to the bitter end, but gee, they're finding goals hard to come by. Total of 6 for the match. From the throw-in, grabbed out by Gillum. Nicely out towards Grace, over to Linton. Linton's kick down to where Bennett will mark. Bennett now, straight on with play, gives it over to Martin. Martin dummies around and gets round to Bowden. Now he's around Webster. He's had a bounce. He's back inside Webster. He's got to do something with it. He's put Nichols under the hammer. And they've lost it. Tovey coming out with it. Tovey, Martin's leg, through Martin's legs. Dolliver. This will allow McDonald going in, because Bowden will get his kicking towards the boundary line. And it's over the boundary for a throw-in. From the throw-in, no one getting it down. Tovey, Dolliver going through, pushing the ball on in front of him. Crow was there too, but the whistle's gone, and another bounce. From the bounce, and it's Mundy grabbing it, getting it out now towards Pritchard. Pritchard steps back in, drives it up towards full forward. Linton, he's free, kicks it to Balcombe. Now they'll open play right up. Klug calling for it. There it goes down just wide of Klug and out over the boundary line. Bennett, free kick, and it'll go to Glenorchy. It'll go to Rudy Gillum. So Gillum, out of side, kicks. That's high up into the air. Smythe is down there in front. And Pearce nearly took it, David Pearce, still with it, still battling for it. Pearce snaps it in towards goal, and David Pearce has put his 4th goal on the board. From the bounce, and Bennett to Trent Nichols. Lockley in trouble. Big pack round that centre line. Linton gets a kick in. Down in towards the centre of the ground. Coming out to take the mark is Dolliver. Being held.